Christmas time is toy time in millions of households, and the lesson this year is that the old toys are the best toys. There were a lot of dazzling new toys on the shelves in the stores, but with the economy as it is, many shoppers preferred less expensive items. Stephen Frazier reports.
Christmas week. Toy stores in New York packed with customers. But the heavy last-minute sales will not rescue the year for toy makers. Many manufacturers bet heavily on electronic games. Then the market short-circuited. There were too many games, and they cost too much, the cheapest $25. This man spent $350 for one.
It's a lot of money, but it's Christmas time, and we might as well enjoy it when we can.
Some makers of electronic games reduced prices in an attempt to beat the competition. Ideal Toy, one of the nation's biggest toy makers, lost $10 million in the first 9 months of 1980. But while major toy makers pushed electronics, customers turned away. They wanted toys that cost less.
It's not a bargain here.
I'm buying a little bit fewer things. I'm trying to do the best I can.
The big sellers were old favorites: dolls, building blocks, stuffed animals, board games, sports equipment.
I've seen a trend going toward buying basics as opposed to a lot of electronics, a lot of peripheral type toys.
The hottest toy this Christmas, retailers say, is this puzzle that sells for about $10. The object is to arrange each side of the cube in a single color. It's very frustrating, but frustration has typified the season for toy makers. Theirs has been a growth industry until now. Last year, they sold almost $6 billion worth of toys, but now even they are feeling the squeeze of difficult economic times. Stephen Frazier, NBC News, New York.
Much activity reported at the North Pole at this hour. Deliveries expected later this evening. Merry Christmas from all of us here. We'll be back tomorrow, and until then, good night for NBC News.
Tomorrow morning on Today, a very special tribute to Christmas with some very special guests. Among them, Orson Welles, Liza Minnelli, and Ed Asner. Musical classics of the season, singing and dancing, and Santa Claus, too.
Wednesday, meet a real live Santa Claus on Real People. Then on Different Strokes, the boys set Dad up with a hot date. And on Facts of Life, Blair rejects her cousin who has cerebral palsy and must face the consequences. Then Quincy and a small-town coroner expose a plot to keep a dangerous factory open at any cost. It all happens Wednesday.